Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once again to Resident Evil 3. Now, it has not been going swimmingly. In the last stream, we kind of burned through every single bullet Carlos had, so we're just kind of silently hoping we never have to switch back to Carlos's perspective, because if we do, he's not going to have any ammo, and we're just going to die. I don't know. But it's just how it is. Jill's still doing fine on ammo though, so honestly it's not a big problem so long as we don't switch.
I sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself. Crazy bastard.
Where is he?
He went underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine, enough to give this city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing that.
They're gonna blow the city sky high.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it.
Well, good luck with that.
To him. He's a professional.
So am I.
I mean, true, but
Right. Guess I'm not talking you out of this. The storage
why?
facility is underground, beneath this hospital. I've lost contact
Okay.
with Carlos, so expect trouble.
Okay, there's a bunch of boxes around. I assume that they're assuming that oh, hello, bullets and bigger gun. Burst model. Why do I need burst model? I do not like burst. I mean, sure, it says this quick rate of fire allows to do a lot of damage in a short time. That would be against human enemies. You know, enemies where you need like precision it's not gonna be as good for us. Anyway, we came back here specifically for our knife, because there's a significant number of boxes out here, and I would like to take those out before, you know, without using a bunch of ammo on them. Anything else in here? And there shouldn't be, realistically, because we just did the big boss fight in here and probably took everything we could to fuel that effort. But alright. There's another box in here. How's our healing doing? Healing is more than fine. Okay. Should I keep the knife on me? It doesn't really do a whole lot aside from break open boxes, so probably not. We need our inventory space, and we'll just use bullets to break open boxes from here on out if we have to. Cause it's not a huge deal. They're usually a positive. Why is pistol always on 2? I don't know. Some people like assume that pistol is high. That pistol is gonna be on 2. I don't see why that is, because in my head, it always goes smallest to largest gun. So largest would be on like 4. That would be like for your grenade launcher. 2 would be your like shotgun or rifle or some bigger gun. 1 is of course the pistol, and 3 is something in between a shotgun and a grenade launcher. I don't know what that would be. Maybe a sniper rifle. I don't know. That's how my brain always thinks of it. But for some reason, some people take shotgun on 2, or they take shotgun on 1 and pistol on 2, which always throws me off. All right, can I just get past you? I looked at the map. I was gonna look at the map to see where I was going, and then I just ended up talking about things instead of actually looking. So where are we supposed to be going? He said underground, right? Head to the underground facility. I would like to know where that is. Is that this? It kind of looks like this. It's the only place I haven't been. Is that door kind of open? Can I open that? Good sir. Can I open that door, please? Are you gonna open the door? No? At least her pistol actually packs a punch. Oh, okay, bye. He's just like, nah, I don't wanna deal with that. I'm just gonna be walking away now. Oh, hello. I'm not gonna bother with you guys. Oh yeah, because we don't have the lockpick. Why did I put the lockpick away? At what point has it ever been a good idea to not have the lockpick on me? Oh, I did that for the boss fight, right. Right, and I just never picked it back up. Because yeah, we've had so many boss fights. I don't know why. I mean, honestly, the boss fights are not the Resident Evil franchise's, like, strong suit. No offense to it. It's not like I dislike the boss fights. It's they have their place. It's just not what the game should be like completely specializing in, you know? But it puts all its skill points into the boss fight and left none for anything else. Thank you. Net positive 6 bullets. Alright, exit. We're out of here. I don't know why we're trying to get the vaccine.
Oh, this must be the way underground.
Because, I mean, sure, we got the guy that's trying to contact the government to see if he can get a higher up that can stop the missile strike. Which, okay, if they're planning to do a missile strike in the first place, it's because they know the situation and they're blowing the place up. Like, they know there's civilians. They just don't care. Like, that's how governments do. That's how they don't care about civilians. They just blow things up. So I don't think that getting in contact with them right now would really help. Of course, it might help. He might be trying to do it so that he can tell them that there's a vaccine and that we're trying to get it. And maybe he'll get in contact with them around the same time that we get the vaccine, and he's hoping for that. But even so, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of irreversible what's going on, the missile strike that's planned and everything. Doesn't seem like something they'll just stop on a whim. Additionally, I don't get why we're not just leaving. Like, if it was me, hey, it's the double fuse things. Wasn't that in the second game? No, this drops fast. Jeez. Umbrella truck. Oh, wait. I can't get in here. It looks kind of like a similar thing that was used to move the Nemesis guy, right?
No one in the hospital ever noticed all this.
Oh, they probably knew about it. They just were being kept quiet by the powers that be. Which powers are those? I don't know. But they be. That's all we know. That's kind of a cool design. A little extendo blockers. I don't know if those exist in real life. Also, they're right at the height where you would literally just trip over these. And I guess they're a little bit higher than that. But if they were just like a couple inches lower, then they would be below the knee. Right now, it's hard to get a good angle on it, but it kind of looks like it's at her knee level and a little bit below, which I guess would be a little hard to trip over then. But anything that's like below the knee, you're able to trip over pretty easily. Oh, hey, another safe room. Good. Elevator notice. To all employees, we've identified an issue with the electrical box, where concurrent use of heavy machinery overloads it and causes the fuses to blow. I don't know if that's exactly an issue. That's just how fuse boxes work. You don't want to have too many things on the same fuse at once. If you encounter this problem and can't get the elevator running, please stay calm. Gather fuses from the sub-generators situated around the warehouse and use those to restore power from the main generator as quickly as possible. Alright, I assume the generators are blown, and that's why we're hearing about this. That's the only reason I could see. Alright, more inventory space is always nice. It's live. Once again, we don't say anything about it being locked. We're just, oh, it's not opening. Come on, man. It's great. Hello? Anyone here to kill me? Oh gosh. Hi. Are you standing behind the... Yeah, you're standing behind the glass. Okay, there's definitely zombies here. Can I just shoot you? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Why did it like zoom my camera over to you if you're not, and I can't even go down to like say anything? I'm not supposed to jump down, am I? Out of all the things I could do, that's probably one of the dumbest. Why can't those canisters can't be that heavy? Is that a freaking step ladder? That's a step ladder. I could totally move that. Just grab that, throw that down the stairs, and just walk past. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. But no, I guess we're just gonna, you know, jump down here. And he's probably gonna, like, yell out a secret code, and it's gonna turn on all the zombies, and they're gonna kill me. But, you know, it's fine. Wow, good drop. I mean, you knew you were dropping down there. Why didn't you just not land bad? Alright. Can't open that. Good. How about this one? I'm sure this is gonna go fine for me. And my health. Yep. Would you look at that?
I respect your tenacity.
Well, thank you.
But I'm afraid our games end here.
I'd rather it if they didn't. You died. You're alive. Okay. Me no like you that. But you can't use your legs. You need handicap arguing. Do you not have eyeballs? Hard to tell. Alright, well, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Because, you know, you're a zombie. Without eyes or legs, evidently. Alright. Button. Ah, the fuses. Right. Nothing I need. Thank you. You can, did I reload already? Why are you not reloading? Oh, you did already reload. That's weird. When did I do that? Did I do that automatically? Oh, hello. What caused that? Oh, hi, doggy. Where are you even going? Man. These things are like Dark Souls dogs if they had no sense of direction. Like, their inner ear is messed up. Alright, doggos. There's a red plant. I need that. Doggos. And who the heck I'm not going under that. Yeah. Literally right as I noticed the giant thing hanging above us. I'm just like, nope, and it drops. Alright.
Oh, a dead end. No, wait.
Now this totally will be fine and dandy. Glad I did that. We have a lot of healing. Yet we need not a lot of healing. Hello. Thank you. You know, I might have just automatically reloaded. Because I have a spastic reloading issue where I'll just is there something up the stairs? I want to check if there's something up the stairs. But I'll reload like every couple shots, even if I can hold, like in this case 50. Did I just bypass that? Okay. Well, there's loot up there. Why is both stairs and the elevator open? Why do we even have an elevator here? I guess it's more of like a material lift, so you don't have to carry stuff up the stairs, but even so. Kind of weird. But this gives us access to money, so. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have an issue with reloading. It's like in, especially in Species Unknown. Hello. Yeah, no thank you. We're gonna walk down these stairs now. Are you not following me out here? Yeah, there's no way I would be able to take out 3 of them in that short distance, especially when one of them is real speedy. You guys move back to where you're supposed to be. Looks like it. No, thank you. Luckily, they don't know how to use doors, so they just kind of speed walk at me, and then I just walk out the door, and we're fine. Seriously, how can you take that many bullets? And that's from the actual decent pistol. This isn't Carlos's pistol. This thing's supposed to actually pack a punch. Why is there a zombie down here somewhere? I hear you. Also, how many bullets can you take, my good man? Seriously? Are you invincible? Are you a literal deity? I don't know what kind of creature, human or otherwise, can survive that many headshots. We're not running away this time. We can't just, we need to just run past. Get him on the floor. What was the point of that? Really? Really? All of that, like 20 bullets and some healing, was just for a freaking shortcut back to here. Where do I go now? That was like the only route. Did things open up here now? Took a long time to save that time, I don't know why. I feel like that was longer than normal. Alright. Well, rip ammo. Why am I here again, though? Nothing's changed. Oh, I'm supposed to go out that door. Was there a door there? It doesn't look like there's a door there. Where's that door come from? Where's that go? Wait, how do I... Oh no, it's out here. Yeah, through there. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I guess I have to figure out how to get past these guys long enough to get through there. Hi. Door's there. Yeah, just reset it. I don't get why they put the frickin' invincible guy. Why am I back at the menu? I don't know. I don't know why they put the frickin' invincible immortal zombie right next to the place I'm supposed to go. I don't like that. Okay. We just blitz past him now that we know where the actual door is. That's good. Oh great, one of you. We're not really designed to fight you because we're not Carlos. So goodbye, good day, and F you. That is what I say to that. That's all that was back here. Once again, goodbye, good day, and F you. Those are my words. Take them to heart. All right, well that was easy. Where do I go now? What do they got for me next? I don't know. That was quite the adventure. Cause yeah, I know better than to try to freaking fight that thing. I know way better. Those things are super tanky. I would not be able to kill that unless I had my shotgun on me, which it takes up too much space and isn't usually useful against most enemies. So, not just gonna carry that around. Explosive A, you say? Oh, was there explosive A back there? I guess it could be useful, but we don't need it. Where is the last thingamahoozama? What's it? I have no idea. Because we went around this entire loop, you know, where you go down here, up here, around here, and then what did we squeeze through here, went up here, then through here, and that unlocked this. But we still need another fuse, right? Or did we only need 2? No, there's 3. Maybe it only needs 2. Maybe we have 1 in there. That's gonna be my assumption, because I have no idea where else I would go. Once again, you had all the time in the world. Did you get up now? Oh, you did. Yeah, I don't like that. Ugh, I'm dying. Oh, we did have it's 4. Huh. Yeah, not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go for that. But you're one of the immortal guys, so we're not gonna try to fight you. Oh, he's waiting for the lift. What a respectable man. And just like, ah yes, my lift is here. Bye. Where'd you go? He's a ghost. All right, did I just miss one somewhere up here? Because we got one from there. Then we went down here. Do I need my healing? Not yet. Was there something I missed somewhere? Did you have a fuse on the side of you somehow? No. Did it go up here? There is no up. Why is... What good is this lift if there's no lever on it? That's kind of weird. Alright. Yeah, and then there's just a way through here. I have no idea. Maybe it was a... No, I already grabbed the one that was over there by the nibbler. So then where? Because that's a dead end. That's where the guy was. There's explosive over there. We already got the thingamahoo's it. That's not needed. Is there something down here? Don't tell me it's in here. Okay, it wasn't. A shell holder. Alright. Faster reload, I'll take it. Was it something over here? Is this somewhere I'm supposed to be? No, this is where I was before. Is it up there? How do I get up there? Because yeah, this one doesn't have any lever on it, it looks like. Unless the lever's on the outside, but even then, I don't know what we could do about that. Because all the gates will close and you can't possibly get over that gate. I mean, look at that. It's an impassable barrier. What about that? Is that a button? Nope. Huh. Yeah, I just don't know where I missed a fuse. Where would that be? I could have sworn I went through all the places I was supposed to go through. That everything was hunky-dory. But then we got to the end and it just looped back around and we're missing one. So I don't know. And also, how do all of these function without... I mean, I guess there's still some power. It's just not full power, I guess. Alright. Let's head back up. Maybe there's something up here I missed. Maybe it was over here and I just walked right by it. It's very possible. I am very dumb. Huh. Yeah, it's not here either. Have we gone over here yet? I don't think so. No, yeah, I didn't even notice this was a route until right now. What does this do? Press the button that you have no idea what it does. I'm just gonna stand on it. Okay. Oh, that's that one. Okay, that's where that button for that is. I did it. I found it. I'm slightly less dumb now. But not really. Alright. I still hate how cinematic the ladder sequences are and I can't look around during it. Wish I could, but that would just be too convenient, wouldn't it? Hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that doesn't affect me.
Right, here goes.
Okay, you can move, lady. Like, what the heck? She just sees a couple sparks in front of her. She's like, oh no, oh, it's just monsters right there, and I need to move or else I'm gonna die. So I'm just not gonna move so I can die. Like, what kind of logic is that, lady? If there is a threat that has just opened up right in front of you, you don't cover your face and go, ugh. You run. You run for the ladder. How the heck am I gonna get past these guys? Because I'd have to redo all that if these guys kill me. I can't stun things like you can in other games. Okay, you're not down. I think you're down now. Okay. The one alien guy is gonna be maybe doable to get past. Oh, okay. I don't know what that loot was in there, but I frankly do not care. I do not care at all. We're just leaving it. And we're gonna be getting the heck out of here. Okay, we should actually, yeah, we should put this on the shotgun. This was the main shotgun, right? I think this is the only shotgun we have. Okay. We do not need this much healing items. There we go. Save again. Inventory management is important. Okay. I'm sure this will go fine, and nothing will go horribly, horribly wrong here. Lady, want the third time. Third time, I'm telling you. Hi. Hello. Oh, Crimson Heads. It's been a while. Why did you, like, move forward for that? Oh. Can you click the button? The button's right there. Can you click the button? The button's right... Can you click the button? Okay, thank you. There we go.
Shit, he got away.
Oh yeah, another save.
What was he
Good.
doing in here?
Why would you ask me? Because I honestly don't know. I don't know any of the story of what's going on right now. Like, good luck figuring it out, because I am just as mystified as you are, Jill. Box. Give me your loot. Oh. Mag. Do I have a mag? Oh. Oh. I don't think I do. EL Hawk, what is that? I'm just gonna combine it with this. No? Okay. Just stick it on there. I know it doesn't fit, but just throw it on there anyway. Okay. Oh, that's the thing. What? You know, you'd think you'd have like at least a temporary railing here instead of just a pit down right on top of the elevator, but you know, this is Umbrella. They make bioweapons. I don't think they're really concerned about why am I here? Why did I come up here? This is all a dead end. Oh, maybe I need to do something here. Unfinished activity log. This isn't gonna help me, is it? Infiltrated RC disturbances. Infiltrated RC. I thought RC was like an acronym, so the period was not the end of a sentence. But anyway, infiltrated RC, which I assume is Raccoon City, maybe? Disturbances are sporadic. Commencing mission. Observed 5 RPD officers engaging a pack 20 strong. Officers annihilated in 20 minutes. Was that at, the mansion, maybe? Test run at university, diverted pack, including canines to campus, 64% infection and conversion in 2 hours, no survivors. Successful rendezvous with MV platoon, will make first attempt at dawn. Diverted pack toward command post, result night skirmish in confined area with large number of combatants, video attached. I'd like to see that. End of skirmish, 7 survivors. Unknown bioweapon deployed at point D18, tracking it per orders. It appears to be on the hunt. Got eyes on 2 stars, a male infected and female not infected. That's good news, I guess. Bioweapon is pursuing the female. Female JV has made contact with the MV platoon. Bioweapon's appearance and behavior are consistent with Project N, investigating. Observed bioweapon wielding conventional weapons. It seems to be strongly fixated on terminating JV and knows the city layout. Evidence it can be imprinted. Metamorphosis in the bioweapon triggered by a hostile encounter with JV, video attached. JV has been infected and is non-responsive. Collected samples per orders. Over 17 hours have elapsed since JV's exposure to virus. Conversion has been slow, suggesting she may be resistant. Vaccine recovered and administered to JV by CO. Probably Carlos, what's-his-face. A soldier in MV platoon. JV expected to be fit for combat approximately 20 hours post-exposure. It seems clear the bioweapon is Project N. Contact with JV causes it to change and evolve, will induce further encounters to obtain more precise data. That's a bad... that is a bad sign. Because whoever's writing this is literally saying, hey, you remember that nemesis guy that was literally chasing down and killing you this whole time? Yeah, we're sending him after you again for more information. How does this help me, though? Is that the nemesis guy coming up the elevator? No. Oh. How'd you get in here?
Tyrell.
There was literally like 50 zombies outside.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate.
Oh, good. You could have just called. Radioed?
They'll call
Oh, but Jill
us
doesn't know how to use the radio.
And this is one big ass if. We can deliver the vaccine to them. Before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours. Maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way.
I'm gonna waste a few more seconds. Alright, now we can go. Anywho, I'm gonna save, I think, because you're here. I don't know what difference that really makes. I don't think it does, actually. But, you know, we're just gonna ignore that. Coming.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Will we? Is this where Carlos was? Did you just... I think he literally just pressed the password as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure that was the password. Why are you sprinting and I can't sprint? Game. I'm pressing shift.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
Okay. Well, I'm very slow, so it's not very difficult to get my back. Actually, it is very difficult to get my back because I'm so slow. So you'll have to be moving very, very slow to stay behind me. Oh, would you look at that?
Tyrell!
Oh yeah, that's gonna help. Glad I'm doing that.
Now! Keep going. We're almost there. No!
You should have just let him pick up the gun again. That would have... He would have done a lot better.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, now you're running. Oh, good thing that button did a thing that was useful. Glad about that. I'm really glad that this door is fast. I mean, the hospital has shutters that take frickin' 10 business days to close, but this place is just like, nah. Our shutters close instantaneously. Like, they don't even need to move. We use, like, portal technology to teleport them into place. Oh, and apparently we don't need the lockpick anymore. I don't know how we know that. But alright. I'm just gonna assume everything is fine. Oh, hey. Everything is fine, even though we just saved like 2 seconds ago, but that's okay. Nest 2 employee regulations. Attention, Nest 2 employees. The objective of the T-Virus research facility differ from those of Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here, we focus on real-world use cases which arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for T-Virus vaccines and new weaponry capable of suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous, you don't say. So it is imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail. In particular, unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors or the removal of work-related data or materials will be met with severe disciplinary measures. You're probably gonna die. It is a great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. I disagree. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. Yeah, I don't know if I would consider bioweapons that you're unleashing upon your own city and civilians is exactly a revolutionary technology that needs to be created. You know? I'm just saying. That seems like exactly a bad thing, and I don't think that you should do that. I still don't get what the purpose of Umbrella is. I mean, I get... Hello? I get that there's always going to be people around that want to, like, cause strife. It's the Incubus Lab. We need to go there. Give me some of them. Yeah, there's always going to be people that cause strife and chaos and sow dissent among the masses. You know, they're called internet trolls. But usually, the internet trolls don't make bioweapons to destroy humanity. Like, Are they making it for profit? That they're trying to sell it to enemy governments to make money? Because then the enemy government has a bioweapon that can wipe out entire countries? Is that what the plan here is? Is the plan about, like, is this a government contract? Like, is Umbrella part of the government, and thus they're making these bioweapons to use against our enemies? I don't know. Because this is like weapon of mass destruction level technology we're dealing with, and I don't understand why a private company is doing it. Like it just, I don't know what their motivations are. Are you alive? You're probably alive. But we're gonna, you know, it's always safe to just assume that they're not until they get up, you know? Oh, there wasn't someone right behind me. Good to know. Isaac Graves' diary. I bet that was you. Also, why is your diary on a notepad? Bro wanted a diary on like a freaking budget. I don't know. He just stole a notepad from work. It was like, dear diary, the pay was generous. The benefits were good. Evidently not. You have to make your diary on a freaking notepad. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical tech research. For a university teacher stuck working in nowhere America, it was a golden opportunity, like winning the lottery, so I went for it. I made the pitch to my family and we agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 20/20, because this lab is a den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments for the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening way possible. It's messed up. The world needs to know. But every time I work up enough courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Umbrella owns this town. There was this guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of the betas. Fed to him. I saw the whole thing. I got my wife and daughter into this. I just need to do my job, do as I'm told, for their sake. But let this be testament that I do have a conscience, that I've learned my lesson. Yeah, well now you're a zombie, so how did that work out for you? Can you stop stumbling around? How am I supposed to shoot your head when you're like banging it into a wall 50 times? Alright. Yeah. Not much you can do about that. That's just kind of... It's not like they're a mimic that you can tell when they're going to be getting back up. It's just like a 50-50. Alright. Essay on vaccine synthesis. On the roles of antigens and adjuvants. Not familiar with that term. But anyway, in vaccine synthesis. Dr. Nathaniel Bard, chief researcher, Spencer Memorial Hospital. To most effectively synthesize a vaccine, both antigen and adjuvant are required. The antigen produces an immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effects of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one can create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a larger batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. What's more, my latest antigen and adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes it an effective vaccine, but also a potential way to eliminate existing infections. Well, that explains why something called a vaccine is able to help you if you are already infected.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Yeah, I'm really glad that this entire process is like completely idiot-proof. You know? Because like if you have scientists that are trained to do this, and you still need your equipment to sit there and be like, please do this.
Synthesis? I have to make it myself?
Then I'm pretty certain
Right, gotta figure this out.
that your scientists are just kind of dumb, you know? They should be able to do this without being told a step-by-step freaking guide. Hi. Bye. I probably need to touch that terminal next to this guy and that guy. Boop.
Override key successfully generated.
Oh, thank
What
you.
have we here?
Probably the override key that
Override
was
key removed.
generated. Alright. I think it was a place I needed to use that earlier. Alright, don't mind me. Oh, we have a nice little balcony here. Nah. Alright. So what does that do for me exactly? So we need to go back down here, I guess. Back down here and into here? Probably. Don't mind me. I heard you over there, but I'm not gonna bother. Because I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything is hunky-dory. Alright.
Override complete.
Yeah. Hi. That is so unrealistic that somebody's able to put a friggin' USB into a slot first try. No, it would be... if I was making this game, I would totally have the animation try to put it in, and then flip it over, and try to put it in again, and it also doesn't work, so you flip it over again, and then it goes in. Because that's just... I was pressing dodge, but okay. It's fine, we have a lot of healing materials, I guess. Oh, why is one of the immortal guys up here with me? I guess that's just how it is. I guess we just need to take a hit to be able to get past him. Thank you. Glad they designed the game that way. Alright, we got a thing. Hi. Is that door open? Who for knows? I sure hope it is, because I'm not going backwards. Weapon authorization request. Dear Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally reserved for the bioweapon synthesis team be made available to any employee interfacing with the admission and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that this weaponry authorization is advisable as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation, granting them very high regrowth abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as pale heads. Yeah, I've fought them before. They've been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not yet been determined. The astonishing rate at which these pale heads regenerate makes it difficult to deliver a lethal blow with standard weaponry. If any sort of system failure were to occur within our facility, we would be woefully underprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I would like to request that high-powered weaponry capable of subduing the pale heads be issued to all of our employees working in shipping and processing. This will ensure that, in the event of an emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Shipping and Processing Manager, Gabrielle Reed. Alright, good for you. Well. Alright, this door's open. I don't know, it leads to a room with bullets and nothing else. And you. How do I get out of here? Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna need to take a few more hits here, because this guy's just right there. I don't see what we're supposed to do about that. Oh, and he can just spin around on a dime, apparently. He was facing the frickin' wall when I walked past him, but okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take like a few more hits here to get past this. Alright, where are we going? I don't frickin' know. That was about the only place that I knew to go. So, are we fine on health? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, well, we have goop. Culture for viral growth and research. I don't know if that actually helps. Do we need more than that? I don't remember. Alright, we're out of red plants again. Look how many freaking green herbs they've given us. Like 50. Why can't I... Can't use the actual scroll. You need to use a scroll wheel, which can go at that rate max. And like hold middle click? No. That's very annoying. Okay, well. Yeah, not sure what I'm supposed to do with any of this. I guess let's try to go put the goop into the machine. It's about all I can think to do, because there's nowhere else to go as far as I can tell. Oh, why are you here? At least you're killable. Wasn't it in here? Yeah. Alright. Put goop juice in there.
Unauthorized materials detected.
Well, then what do I do with it?
Wrong, or I'm missing a step.
What step are you missing? I don't know. Was there any other device I could interact with? Incubation lab, maybe? Oh, this is past there. Where's here? Oh, there's a door. If I go past the stairs in the frickin' death room, then there's a door here that leads up to the possibly the incubation room. Well, isn't that just delightful? I guess we're gonna have to go frickin' die there. Why are you back up already? I killed you literally 2 seconds ago. Alright, good day, sir. Alright, back into the death room. I don't like you guys. I don't like you at all. You and your freaking immortality. Alright. Oh hey, Red Plant. They knew exactly what I needed. Because they're the ones that have been making me use them all, so it makes sense. You know, it keeps giving me gunpowder as if I need it. As if I'm low on bullets on Jill. Because I'm not. You know, I mean, I appreciate having bullets. I appreciate as many bullets as they can give me. Hello. Man, this guy is a freaking tank. He was doing his get-up animation and he didn't even flinch when he got shot in the side of the head. Like, jeez. Where the heck did you go, my guy? Alright, thank you. Push the thing. Hold the thing. This is great. I'm glad that I'm using my engineering degree for this. Because I totally have one. Right? Definitely. I'm totally qualified to be pushing this random machinery around. And making it go all light up green. Glad that I know how to do this. Somehow. Oh, and apparently my hand unlocks that. Alright. This entire freaking box for just one little tiny compound. Well then. You know, they do that with medical supplies sometimes, like with my CPAP that I need because genetics. They'll send me materials that's like the little filter thing. And the filters are just little pieces of fluff that you throw into the thing, and it's a little air filter. Hi. Wow. Yeah, she was very adamant that you get out of her way. Oh, really? Well, we're not gonna be able to beat that, so let me just, yeah. I need to open that box, and then I guess go into the incubus lab. Yeah, I'm just straight up not gonna be able to kill those. There's just too many plus an immortal guy. I guess we have to kill at least those two so we can slip past the immortal guy. But those two, how do we even kill you? I never figured it out. Because whenever I aim, it closes. Am I supposed to catch it unawares? Hit from behind? How did you miss? How did you miss? How did you miss both times? How did you just hit the guy? It's because they go into like a different loading zone when they're that far away. Alright, I have to make him turn around and start moving back because it looks like there's something on the back of their head. I don't know, you're supposed to do this normally. This is a very like specific circumstance that I'm able to hit this. How many freaking bullets does it take, you loser? Okay, that's one down. I don't know what we're gonna do about the immortal guy. We're just gonna have to dodge him, I guess. Yeah, they're far enough back. We can hopefully grab this before they get us. So that's at least out of the way. I was pressing space, but alright. We're just gonna try to run past now, I guess, because we got the loot. Hi. You can move, you know, lady. Thank you.
An adjuvant sample.
Alright, after this guy, we need to heal. If you could open your frickin' inventory. Thank you. If you could move the correct direction, lady, things would be going great. Okay, we're fine. She just has the survival instincts of a singular pumpkin seed. And now we're out of... No, we're not out of healing items. I think... Yeah, we still have a spray. Alright, so what does that do for me? What does any of that do for me? Hello. Hello, excuse me. Excuse me. Where am I going? Yeah, you can open up now. Please? Pretty please? You can open up now? Alright, I don't think it's gonna do it. We have no way of killing these guys. What the heck was that, and why does it do that to throw me off? Really, how many bullets do these guys expect me to have in here with me? Well, we've almost burnt through every single bullet we brought with us. You see, this is the exact same issue we had with Carlos. The game puts you into some BS boss fight without any warning. And then you just kind of have to frickin' deal with it, because it's your problem now. And if you don't have enough bullets, then frickin' tough. Because you're the one that decided to exist. So obviously they're allowed to just throw boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight at you, because ammo conservation doesn't exist. You don't need to worry about it. I love playing Resident Boss Fight. And that's not the right direction, Jill. Why do you have to run the opposite direction of sense every time you get hit? Well, I guess we gotta use all our gunpowder now. I mean, that must be why it's been giving me so much of it. And this stuff's kind of useless, so... I wish that was still large gunpowder like it was in the previous game. Where did... Yeah, we have even numbers. That's good. We have no more red plants, so we have to use first aid spray, which is not preferable, but... Alright, now we only have a very little amount of ammo, but... We're alive, and we got the stupid frickin' compound. Isn't that delightful? Yeah, I don't know why they want to hammer home the idea that you're not supposed to kill every zombie, but at the same time make areas that you have to kill a bunch of things to get through. Or else you just kind of die. Reject. Okay. Where do I go then? What do you want from me? I feel like I've been everywhere I can be. Am I supposed to go through there and then up? Did I not go up? I swear I did. Where does that even go? Doesn't that go up here? That goes to, that's the elevator. Where's the elevator? How did I get to the elevator? No, I went in here and went up. Then that goes through here and here. No, then that's just the dead end. Where did I go? Because I got into here. That was up here. But where does that go from? That's over here, right? But that doesn't exist. Was that downstairs? That was downstairs. Okay. So this goes down to there, which is then down below that area. But how do you get up here? To the machinery room. It's the only other place that we haven't really been. Workers' break room. Yeah, we need to get over into the machinery section, which I have no idea how to get to. Oh boy, basement 2. This looks like a fun place. Where are we right now? We're way over here, somewhere. Up here. With no way in. So yeah, that leads to basement 1, but then this is all just a dead end. This doesn't lead down to basement 2. This just leads all the way back up to 2nd floor to get to here to get a useless material that we can't use for anything, hence the name useless. There doesn't seem to be any other doors in any of the areas we can access. Was I supposed to like jump off a railing here or like over here? Is the railing over here broken now suddenly? I'm supposed to use the override key here? No? Anywhere? Do I even need the override key still? I don't even have the override key. Do I need to get that back? Did I leave it in the frickin' door? Where did I put that? Yeah, why would I just leave an override key in the door? You put it in until it opens, and then you take it back out. Okay, apparently I just don't have that. What about over here? What was over here? Sterilization room. Ah, right. Can't go that way. Well, then we're just kind of lost. We have no other routes to go. That's great. We could try to go through the death room again, but I just don't see any route that would be any different. Because you either go up here and go this way and go down, which leads you to basement 1, which is a dead end, because that just leads to this elevator, which leads to here, which this goes nowhere else, evidently. Or you go up, which leads to 2nd floor here, which leads to lab, and then this dead end. So what's the point of any of that? There's no other route, there's no other place, there's no other door, no other elevator, and we can't put either of our materials into the one thing we can interact with. what is the point of any of this? Hello. What about over here? No, this was just the safe room. Any other doors in here? Another exit? Computer? Can you open a path? So why does it say there's loot in here? There is loot in here. Okay. That would explain it. I don't know, maybe we go back into the dead end over here that doesn't have any doors. Maybe it now suddenly has a door. I don't know, we're running out of like every possible option. Yeah, no, this is all just dead end. And that is just for the override key, which doesn't help. We can't jump over any of these. Even if we did, we'd just be down there again. Over there doesn't have anything we can jump over either, it looks like. I don't know, do I have to go back in there and do something? I'd have to dodge him, but at least I can get rid of this loser. Nope, it closed the door. Never mind. But we still gotta go through the frickin' death room to get to there, so... I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. But I guess we got no other option. I don't think you can dodge these guys. I try dodging every time, and it works literally none of the time. Alright, and this just leads up to death as well, so that way is no-go. So what was I supposed to do over here that I didn't do? What was there? Because evidently, we're missing something major. I don't know what it is, I don't know what it was, but evidently something. Because this area was important enough that they felt the need to make me use like 90 bullets to clear it. So there's gotta be something else, right? Anything else in there? I don't see anything else in there. Can you guys come out of the room already? Oh, where the heck did you come from? You're just a regular zombie. You're down. Now I just gotta get to the point where this guy turns around. Okay. Now we just have the immortal one. Never mind, you're back up. Guess you're technically also immortal to some degree. At least these orange pustule head guys kind of just die. Alright, well, we'll grab the thing out of there. This is entirely unimportant. Can't dodge these guys. Because of course not. Can't kill them either. So what am I supposed to be doing in here? Do this? Expression of concern. Senior fellow Dr. Frankel, please allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research, introducing a parasitic organism to the tyrant's brain to gain external control of it. How could I not marvel at such a wild idea? However, from a medical perspective, I must emphatically state my disapproval for the shift away from established Umbrella policy. By turning to the use of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth with abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. You say the same for parasites, however. Doctors have tried in vain to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T-virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country, consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes, but here in America they know better. Then again, I recall you having a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I shall be exploring medical solutions to this hubristic problem you foisted on us. Okay, thank you for nothing. Can't dodge these guys, it's impossible. Alright. Well, if there's nothing in here, we might as well just die, I guess. Oh, we're still alive somehow. Okay. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, there's just nothing for us here. Nothing for us anywhere. It still says there's something in there. It looks like just gunpowder or something. I think that's maybe compound A or compound B. And we're just gonna be dying anyway, so I'm gonna try taking out these guys' legs. See if that stops them. 'Cause taking out the head obviously didn't work. Well, if taking out the legs does work on them, it takes way too many bullets to ever be effective. And it can kind of stagger them, I guess. It's kind of your only hope of getting past them ever, is to try to stagger. That still takes so many bullets. Where was this? It's just on the counter. Okay. Well, that's not worth it at all. None of this is worth anything. And we're just gonna die. Yeah, there's nothing else to interact with, so just kill us. Can I just press load from here? No, we're just supposed to sit here and just struggle for like 20 seconds for no reason. There's no reason that that death animation should be that long. So yeah, we're kind of at an impasse. None of the paths we can go anywhere at all. Neither of our compounds work here, unless I accidentally tried to put the same compound into the machine twice. I don't think we did, but it's very possible. Maybe, I thought I got the blue from the new area, but maybe we got the yellow from the new area, and I just didn't know it. And we're supposed to try it, because, yeah, yellow says no. Blue says no. Maybe we gotta combine these. Green. There we go. What am I doing? Do we want these to be equal? Oh, hi. Huh. We want them at 100? Probably not. I think we want them in green, right? Now that raises 1 too much. That raises 3 too much. Raises 2 too much. Oh, there we go. Well, great. I don't know if this helps me at all. Oh. Thank you. Well, we have the vaccine. Just a little bit of it, but... Hi. Can we start running now? I didn't even have my knife on me, but I'm glad that you manifested it out of thin air. Oh, great, we're back in the death room. Why are we back in the death room? Can I look around? Can I move around? Can I do anything? Oh, we're not in the death room. We're somewhere new. Okay. Can I crouch? Only in this sequence I can. Oh yeah, you're just gonna be able to break through that, totally. I was joking. Apparently she can just break right through that. Hi. You know, this guy does not seem very dedicated to killing us. I'm just saying. If he wanted us dead, he would have killed us a long time ago. Am I holding it? Am I spamming it? Am I holding? Am I spamming? I guess I'm holding. I wish they would tell me, but you know, also how am I resisting this? I'm not even like grabbing onto the floor. I'm just kind of crawling and he's like, "Oh, okay." You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This guy could totally just frickin' pull us back there and blow us up with it. And it would survive and I wouldn't. But it doesn't. It doesn't do that. Why doesn't it do that? I don't freaking know. It just doesn't. Alright. Another save point. Okay. Here's where I'm assuming is it telling me that another boss fight is next. Like the 50th boss fight of this game. That's what I'm assuming here is what it's trying to tell me. Because... yeah, let's put you and you away. I'm actually gonna pull out... where did it go? It was right here. There it is. I'm gonna pull out this, because that has 33 bullets that I'm not gonna use anywhere else. We have our grenade launcher. I don't think we need a vaccine on us right now. We don't need it. We don't, let it go. Let it go. Okay. Well, I guess you're just gonna be in my inventory somewhere now. Probably don't need these because we have nothing to combine them with. We need our shotgun, which is somewhere. And then shotgun shells, which was up here. And up here. Which we've been saving those for boss fights because we know that they're going to be throwing a million boss fights at us. So alright. We have shotgun, which isn't reloaded for some reason. Oh, faster reloading. Right, that's how that does. Okay. And then you, can we reload you? Nope. Okay, good. And you don't have the laser sight. Well, are we gonna have to boss fight this bad boy again? Another time? Like, how many times have we fought this guy or run from this guy? Like, can they get
What in God's name
any
is this place?
other trick to throw at us? Literally anything else? Alright, time to walk down into the obvious boss fight arena. Hello. Hey, that was a safe room. You can't do that. That's illegal. Alright, why am I moving back up? Oh, that's why. How did I know he was gonna do that? I don't know. Okay, we're dead. We're so dead.
Oh, what do we have here?
Nikolai,
Oh.
don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do.
You know, I'm pretty sure that vaccine could cure like one, maybe two people.
The wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat dock. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed? Good.
Okay. That sounds like a fair trade to me. And I've bought this thing like, what, 20 times so far? Not like one more time is gonna make any freaking difference. Everybody learned some new tricks, I see. Oh, and we're just dead. Okay. Don't know when that happened. Do I have to go through that entire sequence again? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I guess we're like very injured right now. I didn't even remember that was a thing. Alright, we gotta skip past all this. Hello. I don't think that's dodgeable. You know, you were very easy to dodge back in the day, back at the first area. I don't know why you're all of a sudden so impossible to dodge. Oh, this thing's useless at that range. Oh, it shoots pretty fast though. Why am I so freaking zoomed in? Okay, he's got some friggin' centipede demon attacks. That's good to know. Okay, can you start your frolicking? I know how this works. I know this whole cycle.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
No. It's my evil twin.
Let me spot for you.
Jawl.
Good idea.
Yeah, how about you come down here and help? You have... Oh, yeah, no, you don't have any ammo. I remember. Alright. Oh, you're frolicking now? Is that what you're doing? Yep.
Watch it, you've got company.
I've got company. What does he mean by that? Why am I not shooting? Why are you not shooting? Why are you not shooting? Why are you not shooting? You literally could have been shooting that whole time and then you didn't. What do you mean company? Oh, I do have company. It's just that one person. Okay, great. You doing your frolicking now? Yes, you are. Okay. Can you please get out of here? I'm trying to do things here. Why are you so zoomed in? Zoom out. 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 Thank you. Jeez. Okay, and he has instant kill attacks for no reason. Good. Once again, this just... Oh, it wasn't an insta-kill. Okay. It's just a instant, haha, you need to use ammo, or you need to use healing now. Okay, and he's up immediately. Can you stop zooming so frickin' far in? Why was he saying hold on? Like what exactly am I holding on for?
Here comes some more.
The more what? You're literally doing nothing. Oh, okay, he only stays down for like 0.2 seconds and I'm all zoomed in again. Okay. Okay, now he's just being a freaking Dark Souls boss. More like an Elden Ring boss, because that was like a 20 hit combo. Oh, maybe he was talking about the zombies. Maybe he was saying there were more zombies coming in. Ow, okay, thank you. Why are you not switching to this? Okay. On my right. Oh, and he's not even coming over to where I am. Or where my bomb is. So that's great. You know, Carlos, if you could, like, help at all, ever, in any circumstance, with anything, ever, anyone, help anyone. You know, that was your entire job. That's why you like stayed in the city. You were just like, I want to help people, and then you're just sitting there, just like, good luck down there, Jill. Big strong man, just sitting up there, just doing nothing. Where'd my bomb go? Where's my bomb?
Here comes some more.
Yeah, you can't really do anything in that time. What is the plan here? Like, am I making any progress right now? Or is this all just nothing? Is this all just superfluous? And we're making no progress, doing no damage. Just wasting freaking ammo. I don't know. Okay, I guess we can wait for him to stand still. Yeah, thanks, Carlos. He just landed right on top of it. Can you stop being so zoomed in? I can't see freaking anything. He's doing his freaking gremlin charge. Hello. I'm looking for more healing, because I'm out of healing. Oh, you're doing your frolicking again. Good to know. Where are you gonna stop at this time? Oh, you're not even stopping. Oh, hello. Yeah, like I know where that is. So how much healing was I supposed to bring into this arena? They only gave me like one healing item in here. Can you go back to frolicking? I prefer when you frolic. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, where are you gonna stop? Right there? Okay. Nope, you're just gonna jump immediately. Even the last time you jumped onto a thing after a second. So it's completely redundant to have me wait for the previous one and then not wait for this one, but okay. Like, this entire game is the process of building up muscle memory and giving the player lessons that then backfire on them later. Like, that's what they do here. Where are you gonna stop at? He literally doesn't wait at all. Yeah, unless he's dead with that. Can you zoom out, please? Yeah, there's nothing we can do. I don't know what the plan here would possibly be, but we're just dead. We don't have enough healing for anything. And Carlos literally does nothing. Carlos is the worst person to ever exist. And it doesn't even start us, like, back at our save. Alright, so obviously we didn't have enough healing. We don't have any room for more healing, really. Because they make us keep this dang vaccine in our inventory, but, you know. Do I even need this? I don't need you. What else can we make? Acid rounds, would that help anything? I don't think so. I don't even know if we were doing damage to him at all. Can I just combine it? No? Okay, screw me. Thank you. Apparently we need more healing. More than anything else. Take those back. Save again. I guess. You know, it's probably not gonna overwrite it, because it's still got the autosave out front. Yeah, I don't know what the point of any of this is. I don't know. Do we even need the pistol? I don't think we do. I don't think it helps us. Okay, that still hit us somehow. Okay, that still hit us somehow. I really hate this boss fight. I don't get any of this game, like, whatsoever. It's boss fight after boss fight. You're supposed to keep ammo, except when you're not supposed to keep ammo, except when you're supposed to keep ammo, except when you don't have ammo because you didn't keep ammo and you were supposed to keep ammo because you weren't supposed to keep ammo because you were. It's just contradiction after contradiction and boss fight after boss fight. Oh, and of course, that goes across the entire freaking room, doesn't it? Can you just go into frolicking mode already? We know you want to. What the heck? Are we shooting freaking blanks? What's going on with that?
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
No, once again. It's my evil twin, Jawl. Alright, he's going frolicking.
Watch it, you've got company.
Do I have lethal company? Real question here. Why would I need handgun ammo in a situation like this? It's like the one weapon I'm not using. Oh, that doesn't even hit you. These things are so finicky.
Look out!
Oh, and of course you stop right next to me. Because of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Why aren't you frickin' reloading? Thank you. And, you know, this boss fight is literally just a rehashing of the last boss fight, just worse, you know? They're just like, ah yes, we already have all the animations and assets for this fight. Let's just do it again. That way we can just, you know, give him like 1 or 2 new attacks and a bunch more health, and all of a sudden, boom, you're fighting the same immortal guy again. Isn't that exciting and fun? No, it literally is not. It's just the same dude. Yeah, do you think I care, Carlos? You think? Oh, of course, he just runs off to friggin' who knows where. Oh, and of course he can just land on you, because of course that makes sense. Just kill me. I don't want to live no more. Okay, we don't need to heal yet. Did you lose me for a second there? You just didn't even know where I was. And of course we get injured by that. And inventory doesn't open inventory until inventory does open inventory, because you can't do it while in any animation ever. Which is so weird for a game that pauses while you're in the inventory screen.
Here comes some more. Look out!
I still don't know if I'm doing any freaking damage to him. It has no indication whatsoever of any damage to anything ever. No health bar, no visual damage really. He's not getting any weaker. He's not getting any stronger. It's just the same boss fight over and over and over and over and over and over. Am I dying? Not yet. Dimension and over. Alright, back to the old grind.
Got some more incoming.
Doing this again.
Number 2.
Yeah, that's just impossible to hit from that range. Can you stop reloading, you piece of garbage?
Yeah.
You need to dodge to zoom back out. Great, he's doing the frickin' Manus attack. What am I stuck on? Why does that have such a huge frickin' invisible barrier around it? I gotta wait for his frolicking to end, and then he'll jump somewhere? No, he won't. Okay. Yes, he will. Never mind. He'll just jump right on top of us without any delay, without any timing, without any indication, without anything. Because why do you need anything? Why would you need anything? Why not just waste our ammo, waste our time, waste an entire cycle, waste our healing? Because that's fun. That's good game mechanics. It's good game design. I'm glad that they know good game design when they do it.
Got some more
Hit 'em.
incoming. Number 2.
Why did I have to spam that so many times before she hit it? Why are you so happy about it? I'm doing 0 damage to this freaking thing, my guy. There's literally no indication that I am doing any damage whatsoever. And Carlos is sitting back there like, yeah, you're getting him. Look at him. He's so injured. Can't you tell? He looks exactly the same as he did at the start of the boss fight, and there's no health bar, and he's only doing the same attacks over and over again. Yeah, I'm so glad for this development. Like, I'm happy for you, Carlos. I'm very happy for you, but,
Here comes some more.
I don't know. I feel like you're really just getting excited over nothing. Huh? Okay, I guess you're just invincible now. The earlier rules have begun to not apply. I guess we're just a straight up fight. Because earlier you're supposed to get him to do the thing and then shoot him down, but no, you can't shoot him down anymore. That's just not a thing. I'm so glad that it informed me of this unilateral decision to, change up the entire way that this works.
Number 6.
Okay, evidently you can't do anything about that unless you have grenades, which we don't. Just kill me. Just kill me. It's not worth. Hold on for what? Hold on for what? What, are you gonna do something, Carlos? Are you actually going to be useful for once in your life? No? You're just telling me to hold on? You're just like, I have moral support. You can do it, Jill. I know you can. Like, what the heck are you doing here, Carlos? What is your point?
Jill. Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Yeah, I bet you're not even operating that. I bet that's just doing it on its own. That's an autonomous crane.
Come on. Come on.
Jill, get back.
Good job, autonomous crane. Crane that has gained sentience and decided to help us more than Carlos. Yeah, maybe you could go faster. I don't care how hurt you are. The adrenaline should really just get you on there within like 2 seconds. Okay, I don't know why you have giant industrial vats of acid, but I'm happy for you, I guess. This game does not make sense. Nothing about it makes sense. No.
I'll meet you up ahead.
It's just not good design. It's not good fights. It's all bad. Everything takes all of your ammo.
Why? Where did you go?
I don't know.
I have
Honestly,
to get that vaccine back.
I had such a good opinion of all the Resident Evils before this. As I said, even Resident Evil 1, where it had that kind of rough period right in the middle of the game, even that, I came out of it like, oh yeah, S-rank game. This game, I'm not. This game, I'm not getting any goodness out of it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so upsetting to me. It's just such an upsetting game. I guess maybe because my expectations were higher. If this wasn't Resident Evil 3, if this was just frickin' Jimbo's wacky, wavy, inflatable arm flailing gun simulator, then sure, I'd be like, okay, it's a game, there's guns, there's boss fights every 2 steps. Sure. That's just how Jimbo do. But it's not how Resident Evil do. You know, the boss fights are supposed to be few, far between, and impactful. The exploration is supposed to be slow, methodical, and you're able to actually clear areas out and search things properly. The storyline is supposed to be over a long period of time, like through the entire game, and you're supposed to be getting bits and pieces of it here and there. It's supposed to be subtle, and you're supposed to be working towards a bigger goal through a bunch of puzzles and things. This game has no puzzles, 99.7 boss fights throughout its like 5-hour play time, because that's what it seems like. They just space them together, just boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. The storyline railroads you from one point to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. There's no exploration, there's no actual like resource conservation. It's just constant going, shooting, losing, boss fight, no ammo. You get some ammo, but then you have to use it because there's invincible guys and there's these weird tentacle head guys that I still don't know how to kill. And it's just, they just keep throwing new things at you, and more ammo usage, and more healing usage, and more just everything. And it's like, can't you just let me slow down and explore for 2 freaking seconds? That's so antithetical to your existence. And the boss fights are just annoying. Like, it's just constant resource usage, and it's the same thing over and over. Like, at least, I mean, in the boss fights of the other games, as I said, boss fights are not Resident Evil's forte. You know, that is more the exception to the rule. You know, it's like how in Dark Souls, the boss fights are the content, but then in Dark Souls 2, the boss fights are the afterthought, and every single like zone is the difficult part. You know, because yeah, I would say with like Dark Souls 1, it's that both the zones and the bosses are well thought out and well planned. Dark Souls 2, the zones are made really difficult, the bosses are made really easy on average. And then Dark Souls 3, it's kind of the opposite, where the zones are usually made really easy and the bosses are made difficult. But anyway, this game is kind of like that, where it's the Dark Souls 2 of... No, it's the Elden Ring, where the zones are difficult, the bosses are difficult. Or maybe it's Bloodborne. No, yeah, maybe this is the Bloodborne of the Resident Evil series, because you have blood vials, and you need to use the blood vials to heal, but then if you run out of blood vials, you're sad, and then you can't keep doing the boss anymore. That's what this is, because you have very limited resources and tough bosses, and you just run out of everything. Anyway, what are we reading about? A friggin' porn site? I don't know. You got the friggin' XXX thing here. I guess that's just it redacted. I guess how would you put in text something is redacted? I don't know. Anyway, project title: Ferromagnetic Infantry Use Next Generation Railgun Development Codename Finger. I'd rather if it wasn't. Chief Developer, Nest 2 Lead Researcher Cornell Garner. Assisting Developers, United States Army. Yeah, so they were in cahoots with the Army to some degree. And the US government. Ammo caliber, 60mm. Muzzle velocity, 6,000 meters a second. Project objective: suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Additional notes: extreme firepower provides the secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. User feedback: this thing's totally rad. Tyrant's out of line, just give him the finger, and problem solved. Max the firepower we need. It would be even better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps its platform could be refined. It requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Could you consolidate to a single power source? Alright. Glad we got frickin' user reviews on that weapon. I'm sure that'll be great. Well, I can put all this away. Luckily, I was very careful in that fight not to really use any important handgun ammo, because but we did use all our gunpowder already, pretty much, so yeah, we only have this and we can't combine it with itself. So we're low on healing, we're low on bullets of every variety. Might take some grenades just in case. I guess we're gonna have to combine 2 green herbs, even though I've been avoiding doing that, because in every other game, that was like heresy. It was always a bad choice, because then by the end of the game, you'd end up with more red plants than green plants, because it tries to give them to you in rather equal variety, and then you've used all your green, and you have nothing to use on the red. Is this where I came from? This was where I came from, wasn't it? Okay. I have no sense of direction. I wonder how much longer this game is. Do I get the vaccine back, call the government, and I'm just like, hey, call off the missile, and then they bomb us anyway and I die? Is that the end? I know Nemesis isn't dead. If some freaking wimpy acid could take him out.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy
Just shoot him.
son of a bitch.
No. You print money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now
Shoot him.
drop the gun.
Yeah, being anywhere near me is kind of a liability, because that guy is not gonna stop. Yep. He metamorphosized into a slug to survive the acid. Yeah, he's gonna bring down this whole facility.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
I'm just gonna run.
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
No, I don't.
I know you do.
Why do you keep sacrificing yourself when
so
I'm
you
the
know,
one controlling you?
This is the last fucking time.
I hope that's the devs being all meta and saying like, hey, you won't have to fight this thing ever again.
Opening compartment.
Okay, I can't really go over here at all. Oh, great. Okay, how are you lifting that? How in the world are you lifting that? I mean, I'm not saying that you're not, you know, a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. But come on. That thing looks like...
Please reactivate power sources.
Okay.
Damn, it needs power.
You don't say. Yeah, put it back. Okay, at least this doesn't take my ammo. This might actually be a decent boss fight, even though it's very reminiscent of the worst boss fight to ever exist, which is... What am I supposed to do about this? What is the point of this? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just be like, yes, I know that he's going to be hitting me somehow. Yes. So, somehow, I'm just very knowledgeable of that. Oh, and of course, it reset me back to here for no reason. Did I not save? I guess I didn't save. After all that freaking inventory management. Why? Where did you go? Why did it switch me all the way up to the freaking top of the screen? It shouldn't do that. Okay, we have no healing somehow. I could have sworn we had a goop juice. Yeah, I understand that. Let me... Not you, 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 not you. No, that's just that. Have any more healing at all? Yes. Because I'm guessing this is kind of just the end, I hope. I mean, when they get to the point that they're not even asking you to spend your hard-earned bullets, I'm pretty sure that means that it's just the game's over. This is, they know you have no bullets. They're just like, we put these people through 57 consecutive boss fights. They probably have nothing left. Let's just give them a situation where they don't need bullets. Which I appreciate, you know, personally, I appreciate it. Hello. I don't know what your entire, like, problem is. I don't know what you do and how you attack. Also, why does it have me aim here when my aiming obviously doesn't really do anything, because it just sends me into a cutscene anyway. Can I just like skip that too? Thank you. So what am I supposed to do about this? Am I supposed to shoot those?
That, did you? How about some more?
I was a fool. It's not Bed of Chaos. It's obviously Curse-Rotted Greatwood. So what does that do for me? Okay, I guess that just stuns him so we can push these things in without being punched over and over.
2 power sources remaining.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't have enough bullets to take that out 2 more times though, so I hope he just kind of stays. Don't mind me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. I do not have the ammo to be constantly oh, and he just 2-shots you, no matter what. Okay. It's freaking great. Can you stop that? Can you stop that? Please. Probably the worst mechanic in any game ever is the "Are you a little booch" button. You know? That, it's just... No, every game should just remove that. Any game that decided to implement that should remove it. They should have a button in the settings that does the same thing. That, you know, treats you like a little booch and puts you to the lower difficulty. But they shouldn't just have it automatically show up every time you die. Because that's just... Can we skip this too? No, because we're doing that. Alright, now we gotta use our very few and far between bullets to destroy all this BS. So no, they're definitely assuming that you still have ammo left somehow. After all that, after the friggin' 50 consecutive boss fights, they're just like, nah, you still got bullets. You can still shoot things. I'm gonna go for this close one first, because it's probably the hardest to get while he's awake. Can I just push this in while you're... Probably not. He also kind of reminds me of Wolnir. He's like a Bed of Chaos, Wolnir, and Curse-Rotted Greatwood all combined into the worst boss imaginable.
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
Yeah, I don't think you know. You have fought this thing 20 times, Jill. In what world does that mean that you know how to F it up? Trust me, you don't. Why am I moving forward? Okay, I guess that was just to get it on the ground, and now this is to destroy it.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
You're not Leon. You can't do one-liners like that.
Good riddance.
Alright. Well, he's not dead. We know that, right? Everyone knows that? I sure hope so. Because he's obviously coming back. He always comes back. You know, I feel like each one of these streams follows the exact same format when I'm playing it. Because, oh, do they have another central elevator? Man, they love this design in Umbrella Laboratories, apparently. But, you know, it follows the same thing. I go into it, I'm all hopeful, you know? I have the hope of youth, and I'm just like, it'll be gooder this time. It'll be a great time, and I'm glad that all the issues are in the past, and, you know, obviously, the next portion of the game will be better designed, and I won't just be completely out of ammo 24/7, and everything won't be going horribly.
You're not going to stop.
Okay.
Promised you this, didn't I?
Oh, thank you.
No!
No, thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I'm pretty sure he has a very good
Don't
idea.
care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubble.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Hey, Carlos. Finally doing something, I see. What am I doing during all this? You know, Carlos is having a friggin' action sequence over here. Where is my gun? Oh, I did get it. Good. Shoot him. Shoot him now. I'm clicking. I'm literally spam clicking. I'm spam clicking.
I can't. I'll hit you.
I don't care. Shoot him.
You have to.
Shoot them both, really. I don't care.
No other way.
Carlos!
It didn't even give me a moment to do it. It didn't even give me a moment to do anything. Also, who the heck has a freaking knife that ejects like that? I literally did. I was spam clicking. And then it gave me 0.2 seconds to aim, which was very shaky aiming. And then you just did that spontaneously, so. Oh, great. We got to go through all this again. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, you know, at the start of every stream, my brain is just like, it'll be better this time. Everything will be fine. It won't be horrible. And then every time, by the end of the stream, I just get worn down so much by boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. Okay, it actually gave me, what? I hit him right in the face.
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
You know, there's 10 minutes until this whole place gets eradicated by a bomb. Once again, you're not Leon. Leave him. What are you doing? Just leave him.
Why'd you do it?
Don't ask him to monologue. You have 10 minutes until a missile hits you. You need it. Okay. You know how big a missile blast radius is? Big. Not small. Opposite of pequeño or gherkin. It is large. It is jumbo. It is what, venti? I think? Grande? What's the big one? I don't remember. I don't go to Starbucks. So like it is large. So if you have 10 minutes until missile impact, you probably want to use all of that sitting down into the helicopter, turning on the helicopter, reading a few pages of the helicopter's manual, because I doubt either of you know how to fly a frickin' helicopter. I mean, maybe Carlos does. He's kind of military-esque. I don't know. He's Special Forces of Umbrella. He might know how to fly a helicopter, but if you don't, you need to set aside some time to read the manual. You gotta turn the thing on, get up into the air, and start moving. And helicopters don't have the fastest side-to-side movement. Like, they aren't really a horizontal movement type of vehicle. You know, they're no frickin' fighter jet. So you're gonna need a good amount of time to get clear. They are leveling a city, mind you. So you need, in 10 minutes, to get into the helicopter, get off the ground, fly the helicopter far enough away that you are not only not going to be hit by the immediate explosion, but also you need to consider, if this is a nuke, you also need to outrun the radiation. I don't know if it is a nuke. It might just be a very big, like, cruise missile. I don't know. But you'd also need to get out of immediate eradication range, then the blast radius, because if you're still in the air when the blast wave hits you, you're no longer going to be in the air, let me tell you. That blast wave is going to hit you, your chopper is going to go completely out of control, and you are going to plummet to the ground and explode and die. And that's not even to mention the radiation if it is some kind of nuclear device, which I assume that it is, seeing as how they're using it to wipe out all life in the city because they're trying to get rid of the infection. So using something that has radioactive, elements to it that would eradicate all life in the region, it makes sense. It's a smart move. So you have all of this to contend with, and yet you're sitting here like, why'd you do it? What? Nikolai, we trusted you. Why would you do that? He's just gonna sit there and monologue until it's way too late for you to get out of the blast radius. So just leave. There are some things that you can do later. Like, dream about freaking Nikolai and ask him there once you're clear. Don't... Yeah, especially because you already know his thing.
Even letting the world burn.
He literally, this entire time, was just... This guy, this entire time, was literally like, money, literally doing his best Mr. Krabs impression. And then at the end, you're just like, why did you do it? Could it possibly be for the money that you've been talking about at every turn? Like, how, I'm gonna make millions off of this, and this data, and this vaccine, and this, and this, that, and I get paid, and money, and you're gonna make me lots of money, so I'm not killing you until I kill you with the nemesis to make me money. And then at the end, you're just like, why did you do it? It obviously couldn't be for money. Like, just leave.
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Can I shoot him again?
You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't need the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
I want you to blow up. Your mango is to blow up. That's what it is. Also, for the record, I did not shoot him in the chest. I shot him in the head. I got a complete headshot. Resident Evil has trained me well to go for headshots, and that's what I did, and yet somehow he's still alive. Maybe he's infected. I don't know. Alright, kaboom.
You alright?
Big bada boom soon. Do we get to see the explosion? I sure hope so. Oh. Okay. It doesn't let me pause. You know how much airspace there is? Just in the entirety of the area. Oh wow, we are nowhere near far enough away. Put this thing into freaking maximum overdrive. Okay, we're dead. We're freaking dead. Everything's gone. Yeah, see, we did not outrun that blast wave. I told you this would happen. Did I tell you or did I tell you? The answer is I told you. Wow, how did you survive that? You should not have been able to get control of that again. That blast wave would have absolutely devastated your system. But okay.
It's finally over.
Apparently it's finally over. But you see, I told them that would happen. I told them if they just sat there and monologue, they wouldn't get away far enough. But just the chance, the missile would fly right next to them. It's like the chance of two planes colliding midair. Incredibly low. It does happen, but it's incredibly low.
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus.
It kind of was.
It was greed.
No.
Human.
It was the virus. I mean, greed made the virus, but the virus is still what did it.
Then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too.
Isn't that what Nikolai was trying to do?
Once and for all.
That was his job. He was supposed to get rid of Umbrella. That's why he destroyed the vaccine. Okay. I am happy. I am happy it's over. Oh my gosh. I don't think I need to restate any of my qualms because I've been ranting about them this entire stream and the last 3 streams, really. I have to say, all in all, disappointing. You know? As I said, if it was any other game, I would be able to take it at face value and be like, you know what? It's fine. It's Jimbo's shoot 'em up game, zany shooter action game with boss fights aplenty. I'd be fine with it. You know, I'd be like, well, not my cup of tea, not my kind of game, moving on. But the issue is when they take Resident Evil, which has, I mean, by this point, I guess it didn't have much of a precedent because it only had the first 2 games, but still, it had a bit of a precedent. And then they go in and they change it so incredibly. Like, they mix up everything. They make the boss fights more prevalent, the storyline more railroady, the puzzles less puzzly because there aren't puzzles. As I said, the only puzzle, probably the only thing that could be counted as a puzzle in that entire game. Out of how many hours did I spend playing this? Let me just look at that. Only like 6 or 7.6 hours. Not very long. But still, out of 7.5 hours of playing it, the only thing I could consider a puzzle was the simplest puzzle out of any of the games, which was, oh, you're at train station, you have found 3 gemstones throughout the town, and they go into corresponding colored holes in something at the railroad, and that gives you loot. As I said before, that wasn't even a necessary step. That was just a thing where you get a little bit of extra loot out of it if you do it. So the puzzles are non-existent. The storage system, I mean, that's pretty much the same. It gives you storage, it gives you saves. That's pretty much the only through line between the first 2 games and this. Everything else is like, you don't have time to search things thoroughly. You don't have the ammo allowance to be able to fight the enemies the way you wish to. You need to run past and dodge past pretty much everything, or else you're not gonna have the ammo ready for the boss fight. And like, I could see people being like, oh, well, with the enemies, with the pale heads, obviously you're supposed to use bigger munitions to take them out. Why didn't you pull out the shotgun or the grenade launcher and take them out, and then you can explore slower like I want to? Well, as you probably saw, even with me never using anything but the pistol outside of boss fights, and just dealing with the rest with healing and dodging, even so, I still barely had enough grenades and shotgun ammo to make it through that final boss fights. There were several. So that's why I was not using anything else. It's because I knew that I would need it for the next boss fight, and the next boss fight, and the next boss fight, and the next boss, because they inevitably were going to be throwing a million of those at me. And I didn't want to be out of ammo for it, because then you're just soft locked. Then you got to go back to an earlier save when you didn't use that ammo, because you can't just pull that ammo out of freaking nowhere. You know, I mean, I guess I had a bit of compounds. I could have probably made some more grenades, to be fair, but still, it's just, I feel like at every turn there was poor design choices, or at least the way that I was playing it, like it was one of the Resident Evil games, was the wrong way to go about it, because it really didn't feel like a Resident Evil. The storyline didn't feel like Resident Evil, except for that it took place in kind of the same area and was following the same storyline. It was told very differently, you know? And it just, I don't even know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. All I know is pain. There is pain in my soul, and it hurts. It hurts so bad. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I like that Jill came back. That was probably the one saving grace. And I wasn't, okay, as a character, I'm not upset at Carlos, you know? He's a guy. He seems like a nice dude. At the start, he seemed like kind of, you know, nice. And then Jill just kept friggin', I don't think there's anything. Is there anything at the end of this? I don't know. I'm gonna turn off the desktop audio because that's getting loud. Because it doesn't turn it off for me, it just turns it off for you. But anyway, yeah, near the end, Carlos was kind of doing nothing. He was just kind of, I know I was joking that he wasn't operating the crane. I know he was operating the crane. I don't know why he didn't do that sooner. But yeah, and then he did the acid, which inevitably did literally nothing to it. Honestly, it evolved it faster, so when I had to hit it with the big gun, it didn't even do very much the first couple hits. So really, maybe he did worse for me. It would have been better if he just hadn't evolved it with the acid. But, yeah. And then the whole, like, the whole story just being like, In the end, it was human greed that did this. It wasn't some monster-making virus. Like, it literally was. It literally was a monster-making virus, you know? I mean, sure, you can go back to the origin of that, and it was probably greed that made that, too, but... It was the virus. You can't sit there and say it wasn't the virus because it was greed. No, it was both, you know? Greed led to the virus led to this happening. Get it right. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really liked the second game. I really liked the first game. Third game, official rating, I want to give it an F. I want to. I can't think of a single thing that I really liked about it. Okay, F plus. Because to be fair, if they had not really designed the game around it, the dodge would have been a nice inclusion. Like if you added that dodge roll to not Dark Souls 1, why am I just said dodge roll, and my brain is immediately like Dark Souls. No. If you had added that dodge to Resident Evil 2, that would have been a solid concept. That would have been great. Because you would have been able to then have a third option of, do you shoot, do you heal, or do you dodge? You know, because with Resident Evil 2, the thing that you had to think about every enemy that popped up was, do I try to shoot them a few times? Either do you shoot them to kill them, or do you shoot them to stun them, or do you tank the hit? You know, almost all of the enemies that you fought fell into those categories. Hi, after credit sequence. I'm gonna turn the desktop audio back on again in case they say something. Alright, well, I guess we survived. That's good to know. That didn't really give us anything, but great. Thank you. Only 5-hour clear time. Yeah, probably because I had to reload like a million times. But, only 13 deaths? I swear it was more. I swear. I died 13 times to the fish things alone. That is completely inaccurate. I think it's because I ended up going back numerous saves, so it didn't count those deaths sometimes. I don't know. But that is wildly inaccurate. Anyway, shop has been unlocked. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna exit this right now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the dodge roll. Yeah, if they had added it to Resident Evil 2, then I would have been very happy with that. And I was kind of happy at the very beginning of Resident Evil 3. I thought it was gonna be like Resident Evil 2, but with the dodge roll. So we have that extra option of a skill-based thing that makes it so you can conserve more resources. You don't have to choose between bullets or healing. You can just choose neither. And that would be nice. That would be very nice if that was actually an option. But I don't think it is. It wasn't. Because Resident Evil 2 doesn't have it, and Resident Evil 3 played entirely different. So I'm hoping that Resident Evil 4 will be better. Will be much different and better. But in the meantime, we're not gonna be playing that immediately. We're gonna be playing Pragmata next, which I'll have to wait a couple days. So, you know, I was kind of thinking this would take 2 days to finish. It only took 1 because we were very close to the end because it was a very short game. But Pragmata is coming out on the 16th, which is the day after the Wednesday that I take off anyway. So we're gonna be starting it then, and then we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna be back to Resident Evils after that, which will be great. And I have high hopes for Resident Evil 4 because I'm choosing to believe that Resident Evil 3 was just a fluke. Like, it was the Dark Souls 2 of the game series, where it was just, okay, we did Dark Souls 1, people loved it. We did Dark Souls 2, some people love it, a lot of people hate it. You know, it was kind of a fluke, kind of just a weird accident that some things went really well, some things went really poorly. We experimented with it, but now we're going to Dark Souls 3, going back to the tried and true method. That's what I'm hoping, is that Resident Evil 2, or Resident Evil 3 was the Dark Souls 2, and that Resident Evil 4 will go back to the same good, consistent style, and it'll feel like a Resident Evil game again, you know? because that's what I want. That's what I long for, is the Resident Evil feel, and I didn't get any of that in that game. Whatever game that was. Jimbo's wild shooty ride. That's not Resident Evil 3. That's not what I played, because it didn't feel anything like it. It was also weird, because the first 2 games had 2 different routes you could go down, you know, 2 different characters you could play as. But this one only had the one route that switched between the characters, which I kind of liked that concept in the first place, because then you wouldn't have to choose one or the other and have certain differences and not be told of the differences right off the bat. Because in the other 2 games, like, usually was that one was significantly harder than the other. Like, apparently going as the guy, I think Chris, was it Chris? In the first game, apparently that was significantly harder than being the girl in that game. When I was just going into it like, oh, they probably have slightly different story elements, gameplay wise it's probably about the same, and I prefer playing female characters, so we'll just go with that. I didn't know that I was choosing easy difficulty. It didn't tell me. So there are issues with the 2 branching story system if they don't make the both paths equivalent, but I did kind of like the idea in the first place of switching back and forth as the story progresses, because then you get both sides of the story without having any repetition of gameplay and without, you know, having to choose one side or the other without knowing the effects of it. But then the few things it did right were so far overshadowed by the 50,000 boss fights and railroading. It just completely overshadowed everything it did well. And it's such a shame, because I'm excited for Resident Evil 4. As I said, I'm holding out hope. I'm not gonna give up hope that it's gonna be good like 1 and 2. I believe that 3 was just a weird accident, a weird disaster, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Resident Evil right after these messages, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm still a bit sick. I don't know why. I really thought I was going to be done with being sick like 4 days ago, but I'm still a little bit sick. It like went down to a baseline level and then just kind of plateaued there. So I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. It's really bizarre, but whatever's going on with it, I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'll see you guys next time. I might stream tomorrow. I might just wait until Pragmata comes out, because I don't know what I'll be playing in the meantime. But either way, I will definitely be seeing you guys on the 16th when I'll be playing Pragmata. Good stuff. See you guys then. Thanks for being here, for dealing with all my complaining about the game, because yeesh, I just get heated about it. But I'll see you guys then. Bye.